gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit and is a tag team match. Furthermore, it is tonight's main event! Introducing first, introducing next, introducing the third contestant. And the fourth and final contestant. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, in the blue corner, hailing from Kumamoto, Japan, weighing at 220 pounds, He is one of Japan's hottest young rising stars, and is the master of a German suplex and the door flash of clothesline. He is Shiozaki. In the red corner, hailing from Kenta, Japan, weighing at 210 pounds, he is the only member of the Noah roster to have held all the Grand Slam titles. He is Noamichi Marufuji. In the blue corner, partnering for Shiozaki, hailing from Japan, weighing at 253 pounds. He is the longest reigning GHC heavyweight champion in the world. He has beaten a long battle with illness. He is the master of the burning hammer. He is Kenta Kobashi.
And the ring fills with streamers for a bona fide legend of pro wrestling.
A purple shower there for Kenta Kobashi.
And listen to this crowd. Just listen to this crowd, Mo.
Tremendous ovation for one of the all-time greats.
And
And
talking of all-time
introduced
greats,
finally in the red corner, partnering Marufuji. He hails from Kobashi, Japan. He weighs in at 242 pounds. He holds the record for the highest number of GHC heavyweight title reigns. He is the master of the Emerald Fusion. He is Mitsuharu.
There's just green everywhere, Dean.
this is amazing. What an atmosphere. 3 legends and 1 hotly tipped future Hall of Famer in Go Shiozaki. We will examine all 4 of these in greater depth as and when they get in the ring. 1 hour time limit, I believe.
That's right, Dean. This is going to be one of the memorable matches we've seen on our shores for quite a number of years. A dream match for fans of Japanese wrestling. A dream match for fans of pro wrestling Noah. 4 of the most exciting wrestlers of the past, present and future coming together for a dream main event. Kenta Kobashi, Go Shiozaki, Noamichi Marufuji and Mitsuharu Misawa as we go into action.
So Go Shiozaki, new hairstyle since we last saw him over on these shores. Last time was in June 2007, exactly a year ago, where he had an absolute classic with Doug Williams at For Real Quality Wrestling in Colchester.
Oh yes, Go Shiozaki is one of the most exciting wrestlers to have emerged of this decade, in fact, Dean. So exciting. And he's showing us a glimpse of what makes him so great already. Tremendous chop to Marufuji.
Shiozaki, a 4-year pro and already in the main events, the sole graduate of the 2004 Noah Dojo. And he started off as a ring second to Kobashi and is now the tag partner of Kobashi.
That's right. Kenta Kobashi took him under his wing before he debuted. And since then he's been helping him to develop and hone himself as a professional. And as the years go by, I'm absolutely certain that Go Shiozaki will win the big one. The JC World Heavyweight title is only a matter of time before it ends up around the waist of Go Shiozaki.
Indeed, a man tipped for greatness, and in comes the founding father of pro wrestling Noah.
The legend himself, Mitsuharu Misawa.
It's no coincidence that the colours of the ring are green and silver.
Absolutely not, Dean. This is the man.
And in comes Japanese fans are on their feet, drooling with anticipation for the Legends meeting.
One of the greatest rivalries of recent years, of the last 10 to 15 years. Misawa, Kobashi, together again in the ring.
And you saw there Kobashi thinking about the chop, but he didn't yet.
Well, the 250 odd I predicted earlier in the night, I think a lot of them will be seen in this match. Kenta Kobashi's
here we go.
primary move.
There's one.
Keep counting, keep counting.
I'm not going to keep counting. I'll lose count.
Oh, that's one way of stopping the chops. Well placed elbow right between the eyes from Misawa. Misawa, multiple time All Japan Triple Crown champion. Three times, Dean, a JC World Heavyweight champion.
Debuted in 1981. He was the second incarnation of Tiger Mask. The first incarnation, Satoru Sayama, made a great name for himself in the UK under the name of Sammy Lee. Long time old school British wrestling fans will remember him fondly.
Absolutely. And since then, Misawa has moved on to some incredible achievements during his career. Most highly respected for contesting some of the greatest matches in the history of this business, Dean.
Marufuji chopping Kobashi, and Kobashi does not look happy about that whatsoever.
No effect on Kobashi.
Well, the only effect is that it's making him angry. Oh, that's how you chop. Oh, knocks him down. Kenta Kobashi debuted in 1988, trained by Dory Funk Jr. and the late great Giant Baba.
That's right, Dean. And in the 20 years since then, he's gone on to forge for himself one of the greatest careers in the history of professional wrestling. He was one of the great young stars in All Japan during the 90s, where he won the All Japan Triple Crown, where he contested some classic contests, such as in 1993, in July of that year, where he fought an incredible contest against Stan Hansen, where later on in 1996, he beat, I believe it was Misawa, for the Triple Crown for the first time. He's been one of the top 10 guys in this industry. Whilst he's been active for the last decade plus, he's been an incredible performer.
So now it's Shiozaki in the black trunks, Marufuji in the long white training pants. Now, you may be wondering why he's not in his usual gear. Kobashi, Marufuji may be in Coventry, but
5 minutes gone.
I believe his luggage is in Paris. I'll make no further comments about French baggage handlers.
Well, neither will I, Dean. I mean, that's one of those unfortunate things. Vicious chop there by Kobashi. That's one of those unfortunate things about being on the road for a professional wrestler. Wherever you go, your luggage might not always follow. But irrespective of that, Marufuji really has to get his act together, because he's under all sorts of trouble, as both Shiozaki and Kobashi double team.
Oh, this does not look good.
No, it's not.
He's got no way of protecting himself. He's holding on to that top rope.
Chops to the exposed chest and neck of Marufuji as Kobashi makes a cover. Only two, though.
Of course, it wasn't long ago that Kenta Kobashi broke the news that he'd been diagnosed with cancer. And many people thought, we may lose a star, and instead he has come back stronger than ever. And look at this, stretched plum.
That's right, Dean. It was kidney cancer, which really threatened to end his career. But he came back, fought against the adversity, returned in December of last year, where he, Misawa, Yoshihiro Takayama and Jun Akiyama contested one of the great tag matches of 2007. It was an incredible return to form in only his first match back, and that's the man, that's Kobashi. Every single time out, he can surprise you, he can defy what's expected of him, and that's why he's considered to be one of the, if not the greatest in the world of not only recent times but of all times.
But there's a man staring a hole right through him on the opposite side of the ring who would very much dispute that opinion, Mo.
That's right.
And he is Mitsuharu Misawa.
Misawa, who's won even more titles than Kenta Kobashi, who's contested perhaps even more of the classic, what we'd call 5-star matches over the last 15, 20 odd years. Misawa has been one of the prolific performers, and even though injuries have somewhat taken their toll on him, he's been a champion, JC World Champion in recent times. He's defeated many of the top stars in Noah. He is still one of the elite performers, many years on from his debut in 1981.
And the surfboard is on. And Marufuji is near the ropes. That's his only saving grace, but oh dear.
It wasn't a saving grace when Kobashi delivered that chop. Vicious chop to the throat of Marufuji as Shiozaki makes a cover. Only 2 though. Grabbing the rope was Marufuji.
The atmosphere inside the Coventry Skydome is just absolutely electric. This crowd just sensing that they are seeing a one-off spectacle.
Well, that's right, Dean. We don't know if Pro Wrestling Noah will return to our shores. We certainly hope they do. But if they don't, then every fan in attendance can say that they were here to witness Kobashi and Misawa. Only 2 count there. Naomichi Marufuji has been under sustained pressure for several minutes now. Kobashi and Shiozaki have done very well to exert all kinds of pressure and hurt on Marufuji. And that's a prime example. DDT on the ramp.
Marufuji tried to block it and ended up making it worse for himself.
Head first. Unceremoniously dumped into the ring by Kobashi is Marufuji. Covered for 2 only. Kicks out. He desperately needs to get to his corner and bring in Misawa. But at this stage, that's looking unlikely. Kobashi now comes into the ring.
Yeah, they've singled out Marufuji as their target for this. And I guess this could be some more chops. Yes. Kobashi is an expert at...
Just a game, 10 minutes. 10 minutes go.
Kobashi is just an expert at manoeuvring his opponent into positions where they can't defend against those chops.
Well, that's right, Dean. He's a man of 1,001 chops. He can deliver them from all sorts of weird angles, and opponents have to be very smart and sophisticated to counter that kind of a relentless strategy that's employed by Kobashi, and to great effect.
But the positions are nicely done. The positions Marufuji's been in have been where you either don't block the chop or you fall on your head. Big elbow, forearm rather, from Misawa. Senton.
Misawa with the cover. Only 2 though. And now Misawa and Kobashi in the ring. 2 individuals who fought arguably the greatest contest in Noah history on the 1st of March 2003 when Kenta Kobashi defeated Mitsuharu Misawa for the JC World title in an incredible contest, perhaps the greatest contest I've seen ever, Dean. That's how good it was. And Kenta Kobashi went on to have, in my opinion, the best world title reign of this decade. 2 years he held the belt before he dropped it to Takeshi Rikio.
And look at this. Look at the determination on both men's faces. And we talk about the heart of a champion and the fighting spirit. And it's just
both
exemplified there. You know, a picture tells 1,000 words, and there's not much we can add to the emotions being shown there.
It just shows the competition between these two. Even when they're in wheelchairs and 75 years old, they'll still be going at it somehow.
They'll be jousting in a nursing home somehow.
That's right.
As you say, these two men so evenly matched, and they've come around at the same time, and the debate will go on for years to come as who is the better of the two.
That's right. Some will say Kobashi, others will say Misawa. That's what the beauty of professional wrestling, Dean. We can all have our opinion. It's all subjective. And now we're seeing both of these two individuals continuing to go toe-to-toe. It's Kobashi, though, with a slight upper hand. But the action breaks slightly for a moment. Kobashi, though, dragging it back to his corner. And Shiozaki now delivering a blow to Misawa.
And more chops rain down on Misawa. And chops coming in now from Shiozaki. Look at how Misawa just braces himself as he sees the chop coming in.
Look at the sweat spraying off Misawa. It shows you the exertion of all four individuals here. And there's those elbows. The best elbows in the business.
And Misawa tags out. Where's Marufuji going? Taking a run up. Have you ever seen that? He ran from the floor to the apron.
Well, that was quite the unique drop kick there, Dean. Quite the improviser is Noamichi Marufuji. And a brain buster to the apron.
As you were saying, quite the improviser.
No padding on the outskirts and the periphery of the ring there. So that was right onto the pipework underneath the mat. But he kicks out there, the Shiozaki. Marufuji claiming that that was an open hand. I beg to differ on that. As he whips Shiozaki into the corner. And again, very suspicious looking blow, claiming it was open-handed. Didn't look like that to me though, Dean.
No, the referee querying it.
Now it's go Shiozaki.
Oh!
Shiozaki's got all sorts of problems. His nose just being rearranged there.
Oh, and a disrespectful chop come slap, and Marufuji showing a bit of attitude here.
Very cocky and overconfident. And will that come to bite him in the backside later in this contest?
Yeah, taking liberties against the, well, he's not a rookie anymore by any means, but the least experienced man in the match.
That's right, yeah. 4-year veteran is Go Shiozaki. This year, spending a lot of time in the United States, working for Ring of Honor amongst other promotions, is Go Shiozaki.
Yeah, he spent the summer last year over here in the UK, had several cracking matches.
That's right, getting his overseas experience like many young up-and-coming Japanese wrestlers do.
And he's just felled by those elbows again.
Just vicious, with such intent. Misawa just knows how to deliver him fantastically well. Makes a tag now. Marufuji comes in. Shiozaki continues to take punishment.
And another slap to Kobashi, and Marufuji's taking a hell of a run up here. Oh! The athleticism of the man. He just leapt over the top rope and delivered a drop kick to the prone Shiozaki. Oh!
The head isn't supposed to turn that way, Dean. Some great work by Marufuji. Beautiful sprint drop kick.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Some of the moves we're getting out of this man. And another fairly quick tag again. They're working well as a unit here, Misawa and Marufuji.
That's right. Marufuji, of course, the Grand Slam champion in Noah, has won each of the 5 titles in Noah. And that's why he is always such a dangerous prospect for any opponent and can never be underestimated despite his size.
Exactly. The youngest and the smallest GHC World Heavyweight Champion. Won the belt at the age of 26. I guess that's a record that Shiozaki will be trying to beat.
That's right. If he wants to beat, he hasn't got much time to do so.
And in comes Kobashi, and once again it's Misawa and Kobashi, and here come the chops!
There we go, counter.
Oh! And the elbows raining down. And this rivalry is amazing.
There's all sorts of foam hands flapping around. Chop after chop.
Are you still counting?
Well, no, I've lost count. 100 plus. The crowd are on their feet.
I'm reliably told by our production team it was 50. Someone was counting.
I knew someone would be. Irish whip now. And a clothesline on Misawa by Kobashi. The clothesline attempt by Marufuji. Spinning chop.
Landed him on his head.
And he's going for the same on Misawa. Elbows though, takes him out of that predicament. Sets him up potentially for a tiger suplex. But no, a drop kick there. And there it is. Head and arm suplex by Kobashi on Misawa. The cover. Only 2.
If Kobashi can pin Misawa or vice versa in England, the bragging rights one will have over the other.
Indeed.
And this crowd in Coventry lapping it up. Tiger bomb! Tiger Driver, I apologise.
It gets only a 2 count. So near for Misawa. Kobashi though fights on. Let's see what he can do. But Marufuji now is in the ring. They've made the tag. He's setting him up in the corner. In he comes. Beautiful elbow.
20分経過 20 minutes go.
Ten punches to the head.
And Kobashi comes back with a chop, and Marufuji with the kick, and he's going for the Shiwanuri.
A block by Kobashi. And a rolling cradle. The rolling cradle. One of Kobashi's signature moves from earlier in his career. And the cover. And
just a 2 count.
So close.
And
there.
he's querying that with the referee. How could that have been? That was so close. And in comes Shiozaki. Big chop.
And again.
And a forearm. 2 count only.
This is all about survival and instinct now, Dean. All 4 men going, busting out their big moves. They know that the end must be near.
As a wrestler, they can sense the opponent weakening, plus themselves weakening. That self-preservation, that alarm within oneself.
That's right, Dean. They know that they've got to finish it, otherwise they could be finished themselves. And that's why we're seeing some high-impact manoeuvres, one after another, as we saw just there.
His face down to the canvas.
A curb stomp variation. similar to the move used by one of your former proteges, Birchall.
Mr. Birchall, yes.
Only 2 from that move though.
And Misawa and Kobashi take it to the outside. Oh, and a super kick. And here we go, the Shiranui. Western fans may know it as sliced bread number 2, but what's Kobashi doing? Sorry, Shiozaki.
Tilt-a-whirl side slam. Oh! Only 2.
Out of camera shot, but the left shoulder of Marufuji came up, and now Kobashi is in, and Marufuji's in a 2-on-1 situation.
Good duck by Marufuji.
Oh!
He couldn't duck there.
Into a chop.
One of Shiozaki's signature moves, the German.
Oh.
There it is.
There is the German suplex. 1, 2, no! Just 2.
Picture perfect, but only 2. So close. Shiozaki sends his victory now.
Oh.
Only 2. A palm thrust from Shiozaki, similar to moves used by Jushin Thunder Liger. Only 2 though. Body slam. We know what's coming next. He's going for the moonsault. And here it is.
Beautiful moonsault. Hooks the leg. And Misawa breaks the pinfall up with the side of his boot. Talk about desperation.
So close again.
And this one's heating up now, and now Kobashi comes in with the chops. Misawa comes in with the elbows. Oh, and he knocks down Kobashi, who falls to the ground like an oak tree that's just been chopped down.
Roaring elbow by Misawa. And that works to great effect. Kobashi is down. Shiozaki down. Marufuji down. Misawa down. It's all up for grabs.
And these fans chant the name of the promotion, of Noah, because they know they are witnessing a classic. And here comes the Shiranui. No! Again Shiozaki blocks it. He knows what's coming.
It's not a go flasher attempt.
Inside cradle. No! Just gets that shoulder up. And holds on to his opponent, but Marufuji now going once again. He won't give up till he's hit it, and hit it he does.
Shiranui, surely. And Misawa now looking to add the finishing touch.
Tiger driver again. Talk about ring smarts. As soon as Shiozaki had hit that move, Misawa went in for the kill. And another chop and another chop. Again, we've got more chops on the butcher's window here.
It's all breaking down here, Dean. But it's Shiozaki and Marufuji now looking to end it.
And another super kick. Again, second one. How is he standing? He's not anymore. No! How in the world did Shiozaki manage to lift his shoulder? Kobashi and Misawa fight at ringside. Fisherman Buster.
One of Marufuji's signature moves there. And that's it.
And that is that. And what a main event. What a night of wrestling. That was the main event of Pro Wrestling Noah's European Navigation 2008. A classic, a match for the ages.
A fantastic contest. All 4 individuals giving it their all. And a fantastic showing. And a fitting end to what has been a tremendous night of action for Pro Wrestling Noah.
We will leave you with these wonderful pictures of a sold-out Coventry Skydome applauding the efforts of 3 legends and 1 future Hall of Famer. On behalf of everyone here at the Coventry Skydome, on behalf of my broadcast colleague Mo Chatra, this is a Twisted Genius saying thank you for joining us, and I'll see you ringside.
Shiozaki and Kenta Kobashi.